I'm Sue Thompson, Senior Publisher at GL. I'm responsible for the Cognitive Abilities Test. We've created these support videos to help you get the most from our assessments. The CAT4 Combination Report is available to all schools using CAT4. The Combination Report enables you to combine data from CAT4 with the Progress Test in Maths and the Progress Test in English or the new Group Reading Test. As we saw in a previous module, comparing ability data from CAT4 can help you relate the student's potential to their current attainment. There are a number of combinations available: CAT4 with English and Maths, CAT4 with Maths and Reading. CAT4 with PTE and NGRT can't be combined. You can have one or the other. If you're using both PTE and NGRT, you can run separate combination reports. The combination report is available for CAT levels A to G. The key advantage of the combination report, particularly for schools that use more than one attainment test, is that comparisons can be made between ability and attainment in Maths, English and Reading. As well as understanding current performance, teachers and students also need to understand the potential of the student. If that potential, as measured by CAT4, is higher than current attainment, it could signal potential underachievement. The comparisons that we make in the combination report are between the verbal reasoning score with English or Reading and the quantitative reasoning score with Maths. We know that these particular areas within CAT4 correlate very highly with, for example, GCSE outcomes. This is a very useful comparison. CAT4 enables you to see where students are attaining within an expected range or where their attainment is lower or higher than their ability. In some cases, it will be very important to look at the other scores in CAT4. We include all the 4 CAT scores, so the report shows non-verbal reasoning and spatial ability. The CAT4 profile is part of the report and shows the children's learning preferences. All these measures can be really important for students who are performing below expectations. With Progress Test in Maths, as well as the quantitative score, it's important to look at their spatial score. You can then investigate further to see if there are issues around spatial ability that may be suppressing their maths score. For the combination report, we've created 5 discrepancy categories. These are expected performance. This is where the predicted score in the attainment test is very much in line with the ability score. And there are 2 categories above and 2 below. These are higher than and much higher than expected attainment, and lower than and much lower than expected attainment. Because the abilities that we're looking at correlate so strongly with attainment, we would expect to see about 50% of students within that expected band, 15% higher than and 10% much higher than the expected band. Conversely, we would expect to see 15% lower than and 10% much lower than. We have created a national distribution for these categories. To complete the combination report, we've created a short narrative which poses some questions around those students who fall into the different discrepancy categories. This narrative is presented in the form of questions for the teacher, designed to prompt further thinking around the students that fall into each of these different 5 categories. This test has 2 parts, and within each part another 2 sections. It looks at 4 different areas of skill within English and asks the question, is the student's profile in English uneven? The combination report can alert you to an issue with a particular student. You can then go back to their test scores to look at their profile in more detail.